presentation to where it's like, what? Read on. Say that again. You got your fringes on? Put your fucking fringes on.
Current location 01010 Matrix Boulevard, somewhere in the American Society. Manifesto. Head west on Memory Lane toward North Babylon Trail for 0.3 miles. Turn left onto less traveled road in 700 feet. Turn right onto BLK Privilege Boulevard in 0.1 miles.
Stunnaman. One more than 40 acres. Need space for the spaceships. Tryna ball Calvin Cambridge. Hit them with the shake and bake. Bankhead bouncing like what? Talking big faces, then what's up? We the heat wave this summer. If it's really hate, then fuck them. Huh? Cause I got my whole hood on gold. Look at my nigga, look at my wrists on froze. Stunnaman, drip down under my toe. And that's for sure. I want my brother, yeah, that's my partner. We gotta elevate from the bottom. We send a kiss and a prayer to mama. She selling in cans, how we bottle trauma. I seen it cleaning the dirty dollars. Man, them past ways finna haunt you. Live now, but prepare for tomorrow. Either way, you gotta deal with the karma. Weight on my back, but I push for it. Smoking presidential, no Bush George. Gotta feed the family, so I cook more. Bitch, I'm in the field like Ryan Forrest. Visit cities, bring me something foreign. It just sound like a fucking thunderstorm. Young and going hard in the paint. Don't say you is when you really ain't. You might sink in that Florida water. Boy, keep your shit more in order. You might faint, get some iced tea for 'em. Ain't talking no law and order. Don't need no rape, just to feel important. Look, bitch, I feel immortal. Yeah, I'm straight. Watch me skate to the bank. Headed to a place you can't. One more than 40 acres. Need space for the spaceships. Tryna ball Calvin Cambridge. Hit them with the shake and bake. Bankhead bouncing like what? Talking big faces, then what's up? We the heat wave this summer. If it's really hate, then fuck them. Huh? Cause I got my whole hood on gold. Look at my nigga, look at my wrists on froze. Stunnaman, drip down under my toe. And that's for sure.
I'm about to switch it to yours and it's already. Whoa, what's the sound of it? Welcome to another episode of the Wise Magi Godcast. Sorry. We are here with Empire Professor Ras Natty. What is going on, brethren?
We in the building. You know how we get down. Well, shit. Since we're in the building and it's Sunday, and we always try to start light. We're gonna start light. It was some games today. Chris Paul was without Booker, so I guess he didn't have his main scorer. Like I said, I ain't really watched the game in the sense of that, but I heard a lot of people. There's some people saying Chris Paul look like a scrub. Some people saying, yo, I just got me a New Orleans Pelican jersey and it was a referee shirt. So I don't know what's going on, but Brandon Ingram had a good game. I watched a little bit of him. Man, that brother, his jump shot look awkward, man. His jump shot awkward, like the way he shoot it, everything. Like he opened his leg, too
much going on.
He off balance, yeah. He make it sometimes. Man, his
Inconsistent.
Yeah, and that's probably his biggest weakness. That his jump shot is like the way it's set up. It's man, but yeah,
Wait, what happened with Devin? He's injured or?
Yeah, injury. Man, you know injuries, bro. Them boys been getting so. I don't know what the hell they doing, bro. I don't know what y'all doing, bro. Maybe niggas always got hurt this much, but I don't know, bro. It just seems like y'all live in the injury room. So yeah, he hurt. So you know, CP kind of out there by himself in a sense, but he got some pieces still. He got Aiden, but he don't have no backup guard. Don't have no scorer. The one little dancing kid that used to be a Westbrook always dancing, Cameron Payne.
Mm-hmm.
He
dancing no more.
He dancing still, but he ain't effective. Still dancing. Bill gonna dance and lay your dancer.
All right. Which one did you want?
That boy dancing. You in the top dancers, but dang, this is my order. My order weird, but so all right. Yeah, you can just run to the DeSantis then that one first, and then I'm gonna run the 7-minute boy. But yeah, so. That was a game. I also seen like Miami Heat played Atlanta Hawks. I'm pretty sure they went up 3-1 on them today. Yeah, everybody talking about this Spanish guy, Jose. I guess they said Jose played some defense on Chris Paul. And exposed them. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, y'all don't understand basketball, bro. It's just basketball, bro. First of all, if you a guard and you don't have no options, eventually somebody gonna take the ball. You've been dribbling that bitch all day, right? So you gotta find a way to get it out your hand. And then, like I said, it's just situational, bro. Basketball is a very, very situational game. Like, you can look at things and be like, yeah, that bro better than him because he could do this, but I don't know, bro. In certain situations, bro, that talent that you seen that was such a talent that could also be a weakness. So I don't know, bro. Basketball is a very odd sport, but yeah, it's interesting. Talked to a kid, right? To talk to a kid today, he told me it was a dream. I'm like, bro, no, it ain't. He said, but he never played before though. He never played organized.
Wait, who? It's a dream for what?
To go to play in the league. He was like, man, I do that, boy. I wouldn't.
That's slavery, my boy.
Yeah, I don't even gotta take it that deep. I'm just trying to figure out why you like it so much. And I'm like, oh, you ain't never play it because he telling me he like it, but he not playing it every day. I'm like, man, bro, when I used to be
he likes it. He doesn't love it. He's passionate.
When I used to be a crackhead about it, bro, I used to play that bit every second. I'm talking about every second. Like, if I'm not playing the real one, I'm playing the video game one. Right. Or I'm watching the game. And that's another thing that I guess he's saying he loved watching the games, though. Now he like watching the games. He ain't watching games back then. And I'm like, that's when I used to watch the games. When I played the sport. Because I wanted to learn the moves. I wanted to see what they was doing. I wanted to learn the rules and different things. But just to be watching the game, to watch the fucking games, bro. I was telling them boys, I was like, bro, y'all need to do some YouTube or something, reacting to these games. Like, y'all really watch the full game.
And don't monetize their time.
Bro, y'all could be motherfucking seeing the highlights. Y'all literally seeing all the plays, bro, right now. Y'all are watching the game. That's crazy, bro. I was telling them boys, I was like, man,
there's a mic and a camera.
Man, I was like, man, y'all boys,
just a phone.
Y'all boys need to stream this shit, bro. Can y'all be saying some funny shit? Y'all be saying some funny shit, niggas. I don't know, bro. Y'all gotta stream it, but yeah, we about to jump into this situation.
As promised, Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis signing a law ending Disney's self-government and tax breaks, a unique privilege the theme park has had here for 55 years.
Ultimately, this state is governed by the best interests of the people of the state, not by any one woke corporation. We're not going to let them take over the state.
70 yeas, 38 nays.
Florida's legislature passed the law. A major victory for DeSantis in his fight with Disney. A new culture war battle after the entertainment company called for the repeal of the state's parental rights and education law, what critics call the Don't Say Gay law. that prohibits classroom instruction of sexual orientation or gender identity for children in kindergarten through 3rd grade.
We signed the bill, and then, and incredibly, they say, we are going to work to repeal parents' rights in Florida.
The self-government at Disney is called the Reedy Creek Improvement District. It provides fire, EMS, electricity, and other functions like any other government would. The Orange County tax collector, Scott Randolph, a Democrat, says now property taxes will have to be hiked at least 25% to make up for what Reedy Creek has paid for.
They'd probably have to cut services everywhere and raise taxes at the same time.
Kerry Sanders, NBC News.
You see how nigga tried to sell this to me? Oh, nah, that's a bad idea though, bro, because now they got to raise taxes and then cut this and then cut that. Shut up. Raise taxes for what? Tell them to lower their taxes. Nope. Nope. They've been doing tax-free shit and whatever. They guess they tax-free because I guess they pay for it. But yo. No, you're okay, Disney. You're okay. And then people over there, they raising, hell nah, bro. Fuck that. Put pressure on them. Put pressure on them. They putting pressure on people. And I like the way that OG right here covered the story. He said, the bill just says that there's no gender identity. Like, he ain't say nothing about homosexual. It was just nobody. Nobody in here. We're not talking about nothing, bro. Unless it's straight by the book, bro. We're not talking about nothing. I don't want to hear about you having sex with a girl or a boy. I don't want to hear no same sex, opposite. I don't want to hear nothing about gender identity, bro. Y'all are animals, kids, goats. No genders, bro. Bro, that's and I like the way I like the way you said that, bro. Because a lot of people that they try to make it real controversial. They don't want the people to talk about this. No, they do. I like the way you said it. No gender identity. K to 3rd. We ain't worrying about that right now, bro. We don't know how to read. It's a good thing that you said, bro. But Empress, what's your thought though? Because I know you know about this area in a sense. What's your thoughts as far as what, first of all, what DeSantis is standing on right now? The pressure he putting on Disney by taking away their self-governing situation.
From that standpoint, I don't like it because I believe in self-governing and, eventually creating our own self-governing community of sorts with our own electricity, fire, all that shebang. So I don't like it, but it's like, hold on, is this going to happen in every self-governing improvement district, or is this just happening because they said that they're no longer donating any funds and, they were reneging on, agreements that people made behind closed doors with Disney in the state of Florida. And on top of that, you're advising public schools to intervene and indoctrinate students with information that they would have never figured out or never been exposed to otherwise. I don't blame DeSantis for doing that because it's just a precedence that you're setting that I'm going to do what I want to do in your state, and that doesn't really work well for anybody. But as far as the teachers and the line being at 3rd grade, I think that's very reasonable. I wish that it would just not be mentioned probably until high school, but who am I to say anything? Because I don't believe in the public school system. So for me to even have a say so in that, it's whatever. But yeah, definitely. I think we definitely need to kind of reprogram ourselves and reframe from talking about personal issues with students. Like, we need to keep it as professional as possible. And we were just watching the All In cast, and they were talking about how it's become almost an irritant and a nuisance in their workplaces because it's turned into this middle school, high school environment versus a work environment where the professionalism is supposed to be upheld and regarded as something that everybody's supposed to do. No, we're not bringing personal endeavors into work. We leave personal outside of work. If you guys want to be co-workers and be outside of work together, that's fine. You guys can do that, but don't bring it onto the work site. Let's
because the thing is
focus,
right? Because even at Disney, right, you gotta have some Christian people, or you ain't gotta be Christian, just some just some people that's like, yo, I'm not really for that,
Mhm.
right? And they feel ostracized. You feel me? I don't think nobody should be publicized at the job,
bro. And that's the thing, because again, I'm around these children. I remember when I was with child and I was in these systems, I had youths ask me if my child was dead while my child was in my stomach, and that caused a whole anxiety situation. But just like I kept telling them I couldn't talk about personal issues like this and things of this nature, and they were like, what? Like, they were so used to being exposed to unprofessional behavior that when I decided to be professional, they kind of got upset with me. And this is a room full of girls, 8th grade girls in chorus. So it's just like, parents have inundated their children to be involved in their personal matters that like they shouldn't be exposed to, because it's like, in reality, like, are they going to ever experience this, or is this a bad decision that you made and now you're trying to induce the same bad decision onto them? And that's what it is. It's really about. And I remember hearing a complaint from one of the LGBTQ members about, well, when I want to tell people about me and my girlfriend having plans and so later, I can't tell them that. No, you can't. That's not professional. It's not. And I understand that you're with these students, majority of the school year or whatever the case is, and they feel like there should be some type of connection made in order to kind of understand each other better. But it's like, to what extent? Do they need help on math work? Do they need help on reading? Do they need help on writing? Do they need help with speaking English? And then, okay, fine, help them with that. When it comes to personal things, that's where you guide them to a counselor. You guide them to someone with professional abilities and expertise. So when lawsuits do come up, you are covered.
You always, like I said, even my basketball coach stood on this, right? You always let people know from the outset of things, even your players. Like I say, my basketball coach let us know, like, yo, when y'all done playing for me, y'all can come back. We might be best of friends, right? It may be a bunch of adult things or whatever we may sit down and do, but we're not friends, bro.
Yeah,
I
same
have
thing
to
with
keep
teachers.
that separation because I don't want it to get weird in the car.
Yeah,
now.
They don't allow you to add teachers until after you graduated college, and it's at your own risk. I mean, high school, it's at your own risk. Like, if you decide to have a personal relationship with that student, it's at your own risk. But nevertheless, it's a risk that you may take. And that student, if you offend them in any way, could easily go and report you. And how do you explain that away? Like, I remember a soccer teacher was trying to help a girl confine or whatever. He was a Spanish teacher and a soccer coach. He got reported on. The girl got upset because he kind of tried to cut it off. All right, this is getting weird. And she wasn't happy with that. And she went and told whatever she told him. He was gone. Like, there is no, we're going to do an investigation to see if she's telling the truth. He was gone. Like, it's just... those are the risks that come with it, and I think you guys should just allow that professional line to stay there to protect yourself. Because once that line fades away and you allow every student to be on a personal level with you, it's no longer school. It's fucking social hour. Excuse my language, but it's just like, we have to not get lost in that sauce of like, oh, what about me? You have a personal life that you and your significant other can do together. Why do children have to be involved? Oh, you're with them a lot of the time? Okay. You're with the employees a lot of the time. I bet they don't know a lot of personal stuff about you. Why is that? Is it because they're not going to accept that? It's unprofessional?
But I'm just saying, like, what if these people just loud and proud everywhere?
What do you mean?
Like, loud and proud just everywhere. So, like, everybody know. Like, what if they say, yo, I hear you breaking it down and you saying that, why am I talking to my students about this? I ain't talking to my students about this. My student talking to me about it because I come in there and I stand on that. That's what I stand on. I'm not going to hide my identity.
Well,
folks.
Maybe you don't need to be in a profession where you have to be around children and because it's inappropriate.
And that's what I was saying, because especially from those grades, maybe you got to go teach a different grade then, right?
Yeah. 4th grade. I'm telling you, I slipped up and was like, I got to check my husband's schedule. And I was like, ooh. Am I allowed to say that? And I was like, oh, is this 3rd grade? I was like, nope, it's not 3rd grade. I'm safe.
You gotta make sure you gotta make sure you're in the right grades,
But
bro.
I was talking to adults. I was talking to this, but I said it around them, and I had to second guess myself. I hate that feeling.
Oh yeah.
Like you just don't feel free anymore. It's like you're scared. You're taunting all these lines, and it's like, bro, what have we come to?
Mm-hmm.
This is a weird space.
We talking about that. I'm telling you,
it's a gray area.
Somebody said the V word the other day, and somebody on the cast was like, "Hey, be careful of that word, boy. You know they'll shoot you for that one." And bro was like, "Man, that's crazy that we got a condom on our mouth and like, we can't say nothing." Algorithms say, "Yo, I heard the man say something about that V word. I don't know what he's talking about. I know he's not a medical doctor though. I know he's not a medical. I gotta try putting a bunch of numbers on my job. Maybe numbers mean something. I don't know, bro. Y'all tripping though. But we ready.
Where are we going?
To the next one. But
okay.
Yeah, because you saying that you don't like it in the sense that.
So this one?
Yes, ma'am.
You saying in the sense that.
And it's a little bit past the beginning.
Okay.
So it's not the very, very beginning. It's like a little bit in thing. What am I doing? I go to mail again. Yeah, I'm dumb, G.
Good or keep going?
Yeah.
20 seconds?
Yeah, about right there.
1967, Florida Governor Claude Kirk Jr. signed new chapters of the laws of Florida that simultaneously created the city of Bay Lake, the city of Reedy Creek, and the Reedy Creek Improvement District, which would hold jurisdiction over both. This district has far more governing power than normal, allowing for their own building codes called the Epcot codes.
Look how money works.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you leverage shit, bro. You leverage shit. You create a fucking world, nigga. By leveraging shit. 50 years now.
What's it called? Are we using too much? I'm about to exit out of these.
Mm-hmm.
The district is also responsible for running their own services, such as
sorry guys for those technical difficulties.
Fire stations, EMS, power distribution, water treatment, waste disposal, and road maintenance. The Reedy Creek Improvement District is able to fund these services through taxing the land owners within the district, which happens to be Disney. This means that Disney is largely able to fund the services that are crucial to the operation of Walt Disney World without placing the financial burden onto the other taxpayers of Central Florida. The district is governed by a 5-person board of supervisors who are elected into their position by the landowners within the district, who again is Disney. Or specifically, it's a set of trusted and loyal residents that Disney allows to live on property. This means that Disney is able to elect a board who will govern the district in a way that benefits their needs as a resort. On paper, Disney and the Reedy Creek Improvement District are two separate entities, but realistically speaking, they're one and the same. The district was designed by Disney to operate in a way such that Disney would be able to steer its direction unopposed. So why did they go through all that trouble? After all, Disneyland doesn't need its own government to be successful. Universal Studios Florida doesn't. So why does Disney World? Well, it's rooted in the original plans for all of the land Disney bought up in secret, Epcot. Walt had dreams of a functional city of the future that would act as an example for the rest of the world to follow. It was an idea born of the mid-1960s when cities in America were facing a rise in crime and a drop in quality of life. Epcot was meant to be a cutting-edge city that would constantly be upgraded to showcase and utilize new and exciting technology. It would take advantage of new construction techniques, new modes of transportation, and new methods of education for its younger residents. All of this had Walt worried that the red tape of old bureaucratic building codes and construction regulations would slow down the progress and at times put a stop to it. He obviously wanted everything to be safe, but they wanted to go about it the Disney way. So by forming the Reedy Creek Improvement District, Disney would have more than anything else the freedom to develop Epcot how they saw fit. Unfortunately, Walt Disney would pass away in December of 1966 before he could realize his dream of Epcot. Not only America, but most of the world was in shock at the sudden loss of Walt. He had been the face and voice of a studio that created classics for decades. To many, he was Uncle Walt, and a face they had come to see on TV every week during the Disneyland TV show. The world lost a beloved icon that December, and I mention all of this because I believe it was significant to what would happen next. Walt's brother Roy would ultimately decide to lead the company and move forward with plans for Disney World, which would be renamed to Walt Disney World. Internally, there was hesitation as to whether or not Walt's dream city of the future was still possible, but externally, the company was dedicated to making Epcot a reality. In order to do that, though, they needed the freedom that the Reedy Creek Improvement District would bring. And so it was petitioned to Governor Claude Kirk Jr. Now, for a moment, let's put ourselves in his shoes. Disney has approached us with plans to build a cutting-edge city of the future dreamed up by the very man who came up with Tomorrowland. Florida, which at the time wasn't the tourism heavy hitter it is today, had the opportunity of being the home of a city that the rest of the world would look to for inspiration at a time where city life was gaining an especially bad reputation. It would bring with it hundreds of millions of dollars of investment to the state, not to mention tens of thousands of jobs and multiple industries for Epcot's industrial park. All Disney asked for in return was a specially legislated district to get the job done. While the combination of powers was new, no individual power granted to the district would be uncharted territory for Florida. Lastly, the whole country was still facing the shock of losing the American icon behind it all, the near universally loved Walt Disney. It seemed like a no-brainer, and so it's no surprise that the legislation passed. It passed unanimously without debate in the Florida Senate and only saw one no vote in the House. The promise of an ideal city at a time when the U.S. needed it, the shock of losing an American legend, and the promise of economic prosperity for Florida created a perfect storm that gave birth to the Reedy Creek Improvement District. Its history leaves us with numerous questions. For one, should the Reedy Creek Improvement District still exist today? The dream of Epcot the city is long gone, and it's clear that Disney intends to keep the property mostly as a vacation resort. They even went as far as to de-annex the town of Celebration in the 1990s in order to make sure they didn't lose any power over the district. So why should Disney continue to have the freedom that the district brings? Yet on the other hand, the district continues to allow Disney to shoulder the tax burden of the various departments that service the resort, and Disney's record for safety is exemplary, so perhaps it's easier to just leave it as it is. It also raises the question of whether or not we could ever see something like this happen again. In today's world, I think it's safe to say there is no one public figure so universally loved as Walt Disney was at the time. We're far more distrusting of corporations than we were 50 years ago, and while less developed areas might welcome the attention a company like Disney might bring, would a modern state's government grant them that much power without question? I suspect the answer to that is no. I believe that the Reedy Creek Improvement District is a product of its time, and just one more reason why Walt Disney World stands out as a unique and one-of-a-kind experience.
Right, so I just wanted to give a little backstory on what this shit even, where it came from and just all that, you know, just the origins of it. Just
that was a great video to explain that in like completeness, because as a former employee of Disney, that's exactly what it was. Like the Reedy Creek Improvement District, they had their own fire station, they had their own electricity. When they did fireworks for 4th of July, all those showcases, they did them whenever they wanted to, whatever time they wanted to, for as long as they wanted to. It's very inspiring, to say the least. Just seeing everything, how they were able to underground, just places for the cast members to be at, like,
but do you
3
think,
levels of it.
Do you still think it should be like that? You know, the reason why they got that self-governance, John, was on the basis
of being a city. Oh.
Go to videos. Nah, you can close it out. Yeah, it don't really matter. Yeah, but,
you asked a question about why what? Why do you think they still deserve to be that because they didn't develop the city?
Yeah, as far as the original plan, the reason why motherfuckers were like, okay, cool, that makes sense.
Ooh, right? Because they're eating now.
Yeah,
off vacation resorts.
And now, yeah, exactly. They went a complete different way. They said, "Yo, this is our shit." So I don't know.
They kind of breach contract.
Yeah, and he even explained how they de-annex Celebration in a sense just to keep control, because maybe if they had Celebration, maybe people would be like, bro, y'all got too much now. But now since they got their little same amount, it's like, oh, they ain't really doing that. It's the same little Disney, bro.
Oh, so de-annex means to give back. Okay, I'm thinking they annex Celebration. I was like, wait, so they got even more land? They're saying they gave that.
Yeah, they already had it
to Osceola County. Okay.
So it's not part of Lake Buena Vista or Reedy Creek.
Yeah, and they don't really offer anything to like the general public. Like it's just like I wouldn't say they don't. Like Disney Springs, you know, the update, it's more of like an international shopping now or whatever the case is. But it's still Disney themed. It's just like it's not that, you know, downtown electrical city that you envision.
It's not in the city, like or even the way that they proposed it, like even when they talk about Tomorrowland, Tomorrowland is a little more, I guess, open. Still a theme park type of vibe, but it's like on that flat grass type of setup.
Because like that's what they're doing with Disney Springs. They have like all these out or third party companies that sell there, Banana Republic, H&M, not H&M, but Zara, you know, so they have companies, but it's still not that futuristic vision. It's nowhere near that. And then even with Epcot, they have different countries, but it's theme parky, bro. It's so theme parky.
And then now they're making themselves look bad because now they're getting into other shit.
Yeah, vacation resorts. We know you eating off that. People just paying monthly fees just because they want you to hold a spot.
Man, nigga, I did a research on one of they fucking restaurants that you told me that they got. It's backed up.
Waiting list. Oh my gosh, so long.
For years, you can't get on the
Be Our
list.
Guest. What's the other one? The Beauty and the Beast show. No joke. But yeah, they don't need to have it because they're technically not that anymore.
Tell you, it's no purpose for them. Now what they're doing is throwing their weight around.
And are you saying is that what every city or town would get? Like, is Akoi getting these same perks as like these smaller little cities getting that same perk of like the tax because they have their own fire police or whatever, so on and so forth? I guess they don't provide electricity.
Exactly right.
So there's 2 monopolies, 2 or 3.
Let me see. I put 2 articles in here. John through one of these ones in the private chat.
Oh, okay. First one?
Yes, man.
Okay. Twitter, Elon Musk says he's moving on from making fun of Bill Gates. I seen this tweet too. Tesla billionaire initially posted that he was moving on, prompting speculation about status of possible Twitter takeover. The billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk on Sunday threw some uncertainty into his plans for a takeover of social media platform Twitter by posting a message that he said he was moving on. Musk is famed for his... Oh, I don't even have it on the screen, guys. So, yeah. Apologies.
Make me big. Babe, where's my mouse?
I always do it to this one. Your mouse?
Take my goddamn glasses off. Blessings on top of blessings. Nah, you ain't have to make me big like that.
Reset.
Yeah.
Dang!
Yeah. Oh, you gotta do something.
Man, I almost called you by your first freaking surname. Here?
Yes. Why did you do that?
Oh, so you weren't even talking about that.
Haha.
Okay, what's this word? Starts with an N.
Enigmatic.
Enigmatic.
Musk is famed for his
Enigmatic. Yeah, I like enigmatic. Are you saying all this is silent?
No, I probably enigmatic.
Okay. Enigmatic messages on Twitter, which he often uses to attack people, post insults, or simply make jokes. The exact meaning of the latest cryptic message was initially unclear, as it simply said moving on, but amid widespread and immediate speculation, Musk later posted a clarifying tweet that said he had been moving on from making fun of Bill Gates. Musk had previously been involved with a spat with the Microsoft founder over Musk refusing to work with him on climate change because he said Gates had taken a short position on Tesla's shares. Musk is the chief executive of Tesla, which makes electric cars, which is climate change. But because he's not on you guys' payroll, forget him.
And whenever a nigga said nigga enigmatic, that just come from like a
nigga.
Enigma. Yeah, so it's like an enigma, which is like an annoyance. Like nigga, bro, you an enigma. It's kind of annoyance, but it's kind of a mystery. You don't really know what you get, and it's like, man, what the hell is wrong with this person?
Moving on. ...
It's just, it's like,
you're a little tricky dog. You was talking about Twitter. Now you see people dropping the stock.
Right.
You in the dark pool, like, oh no, niggas is dropping the Twitter
because we seen them. Man, go ahead, do your reading.
Okay.
We seen them ruin the crypto market though, playing around.
Man, niggas really thought he was in control of that shit.
Bro, random ass people don't know nothing about investing. But the thing is, I know a lot of people that put a lot of money in that shit. The people don't know nothing about investments. So I know they were listening to Elon, like Elon was the god. Man, Elon said the crypto shit done, y'all. Elon said it's done. Crypto done.
Elon said it's a hustle, bro. That was the next fight of the century, bro.
I don't know what the fuck Elon thought he was going to do. Bro, Elon tricked out. That fucking Asperger's came and got him. Asperger's.
Moving on.
Man, you know it's Asperger's, right?
Huh?
You know it's Asperger's.
Yeah, A-S-P. Mm-hmm.
All right. Because I always thought it was Asperger's.
Like A-S-S or A-S?
A-S-S burgers. Asperger's.
No.
I'm like, yeah, these niggas got
You remember we were playing with the word? And the whole time I was emphasizing on that, like it sounding like that, but it's asp. Like aspiration.
So you probably tricked me.
For real?
Yeah, you probably made me think that it was Asperger because you played with me one day.
Oh, okay.
And I never knew the real word.
Yeah, it's asp. We had a full discussion about that. That was funny.
You enigmatic.
Yes, at times.
You enigmatic.
At times. Around you, yes. I guess my normal self, yes. But when I'm around my professionals, no. I'm like a stale cracker. Anyways, moving on from making fun of Gates for shorting Tesla while claiming to support climate change action, Musk tweeted. But the post was made after a dramatic week where Musk, the richest man in the world, secured $46.5 billion in financing to fund a possible hostile bid for Twitter, including $21 billion of his own money.
Mm-hmm.
The funding commitments were outlined in a filing last week with the Securities and Exchange Commission.
SEC.
Musk already owns 9.2% of the social media platform and announced a $54.20, i.e. the 5420 per share bid last week.
And when did he put the bid in?
420.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he ritualistic.
So yeah, he did. So the official bid, meaning that he filed with the SEC
Mm-hmm.
on 420 with the price of $54.20.
So like, is like Twitter
Yeah,
cursed
asshole.
now because they didn't fulfill the ritual?
Yeah, asshole. That bro, asshole, bro. Shout you out, bro.
What about the other bro who said we cursed? He said, I'm starting to believe the Israelites. Or the Hebrew Israelites.
You gotta believe them sometimes, though. When you see the conditions, man,
very snakish.
it's almost like, damn, bro. Like, you telling me a people could be this bad?
It's snakes, right?
The
Snakes
people
act
at
just
the
like this
top.
in nature.
But what, bro? Snakes are the greatest shits, bro.
Yeah, we are the greatest shits.
Some snakes ain't shit, though. I seen a snake try to attack her, bro. Lady cut the snake head off. Snake had to go. Snake had to bite that black dude.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the snakes, they say when they actually are mating, they're together to mate, and before you know it, they're separated.
They say you never see a group of snakes really hanging. Because the Most High say he's gonna put a strife or some shit, but I always forget the exact words, but in between the man and the woman, as far as the serpent, say you're gonna have them crawl on their belly and shit. Because before, I guess they used to walk, they saying, once I say, boom, you gotta crawl on your belly. And you and your wife, y'all don't get along. Always be strifing between y'all. So the only time they get together is mating season, and after that, you see them apart. And it's like that with a lot of those type of animals, though. Even with the black widow. Like,
The insect?
Black widow will grab you, yeah. The spider insect.
Wait, so you're saying there's bugs that stick together after mating?
Yeah, love bugs.
That one does not count. That's made up shit. Anyways, Musk. Oh gosh, it's the SS one. But Musk's offer is viewed as a hostile bid because it bypasses the company's board. Twitter has also launched a so-called poison pill defense aimed at blocking Musk from building a stake bigger than 15%. According to the New York Times, the board of Twitter met on Sunday about the offer. The board has come under increasing pressure from shareholders to negotiate with Musk. Board members are expected to find the offer too low when the company reports quarterly earnings on Thursday, but some shareholders still want Twitter to seek a better offer from Musk or solicit rival offers. One fund manager invested in Twitter told Reuters that Musk might raise his offer or he could also drop the whole thing entirely. Anything is possible. Musk has called himself a free speech absolutist and has made clear he believes Twitter is not giving enough freedom to its millions of users. In a letter to the Twitter board, he said that the platform needs to be transformed as a private company. He has flagged changes he might bring to the company, including introducing an edit button for tweets. That is the conclusion of that article. I wish they would have listed more like possible reinstatement of everyone's account that got blocked in the cancel culture era. What's the other one? The edit button, reinstatement of Twitter accounts, and free speech for everyone.
I think he got this is 15 down. Bill Gates got a $50 billion short position on Tesla or something crazy like that.
Ooh, he's losing a lot of money.
Yeah, Bill ain't playing with Tesla. So that's what Tesla really call him out. Like Tesla already explained, right? Well, Elon, Tesla, nah, not Nicole. Elon.
Well, what if Musk got a hit on him? Like, bro, you about to die, bro. You about to take you out, bro.
Who?
Bill Gates.
Got a hit on Elon?
Yeah. Like, why would he open a short on him? Like, Elon's about to go up. Like, that's like just idiotic.
Everybody got a short position now. Elon said Tesla is the most shortest stock in history. I know it probably make Asperger man feel if it make them feel like people just discriminating against because he got Asperger's.
And what do you mean it's shorted? Because it literally gets shorted and goes right back up to 1,000. Or are you saying it should be way past 1,000 by now?
No, I'm saying people putting on puts. They ain't got to go down. It's not like they buying it. They got positions held that if it go here, they benefit from it. So they got puts set, and they can lose their money. That's why they be losing so much money, because they already got the puts set. They start the year out in a short position. Yeah, that's what they do. They start out, yo, we shorting this stock, $2 billion. Some brothers, they say, yo, we done shorting. We can't do it no more. Some brothers say, fuck it, we don't believe in it. That's luck. So y'all, I used to be in clubhouse room with niggas just analyze. I'm like, bro, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Yeah, bro, you know they're not profitable. Yeah, I know that. What you talking about? They're a technology company, bro. What are you talking about? They're not profitable, bro. Once these robots get perfect, bro, see, you look what you talking about. You looking in the future. I'm not looking in the future. I'm just telling you, this is what companies are built off. Niggas get valuations, bro. This is all about value, and it's all speculations in a sense, bro. So that's why earnings is so important. So when y'all saying that Elon not profitable, it's because y'all understand what technology means. Technology, bro, all that lag that y'all thought about with cars not being made fast and this and that. Hey, relax. Wait till we get the plant. Wait till we get the gigafact.
Wait, so what were we looking at for this one?
It's just the whole situation. Just anything that pop up that seem important to you. But this is just an overview right now, right? Because
Publix?
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you about the situation because everybody chooses a side, right? So now it's just like almost with Chick-fil-A. When Chick-fil-A came out, I said, nah, we Christians, none of that, right? So I'm guessing Publix, they ain't coming out saying nothing, but the same thing Disney was doing, them boys put pressure on Disney. They found out Disney was donating to DeSantis and donating to a lot of these people. So the employees put pressure on Disney. Same thing's going on right here. When the employee, you probably scroll down, you probably gonna find them Jack. Keep on going.
Right here.
No. Oh, all right. Well, shit, that's him right there too.
Today I resigned from Publix after 4 years of service. Oops, am I sharing?
Yeah, so that's also him right there. But he's the one in the back and forth. So I'm gonna say he said he looking in the funds. He like Pharaoh. Go ahead.
I was so disheartened when the company failed to even make a statement following more than $200,000 in donations to the sponsors of the Don't Say Gay bill. Let's all call on Publix to stop funding hate.
Right. So this is the same pressure they put on Disney, Empress. So right now, Publix lightly trending, right? Nothing too crazy. But they trying to, get a storm going around some shit. And they trying to say,
Zillow, shout out. They donated some money to them boys.
What?
These are all the companies that donated to the Don't Say Gay bill. Or Don't Say Sex bill. Put emphasis on that, but yeah. Duke Energy, Charter Communications, so that's Spectrum. Walgreens, AT&T, United
Spectrum ain't on the
Healthcare.
Spectrum.
Nope.
I love DraftKings.
NBC.
I'm on DraftKings now. I'm signing up for DraftKings.
Pepsi, Amazon.
I'm only drinking Pepsi. I don't drink Pepsi though, but if I did drink sodas, I'd drink only Pepsi.
Shout out.
Amazon, I'm only shopping at Amazon. I don't know. So right, it's a bunch of news swirling around and people trying to get stuff done. But I'm just like, yo, do y'all feel like y'all putting fake pressure on somebody? Because in reality, bro, what's actually wrong?
Bro, I was about to prejudge and be like, yeah, that makes sense. Because it seemed like they got some people on the spectrum. But you're saying this is the complete opposite. They're like, no, they don't need to be saying sex at third grader. I thought about it. Why?
Right? So, but it's the same shit Disney was doing at first.
But, it could be happening. And they could easily come out. They need a publicist. I'd be like, I thought about it, man. It was double speak, bro. they had another clause in there that referred to me.
Mhm.
And they had y'all clause in there too. And, you know, in order for y'all to exist, I got to exist, right? So I was looking out for myself.
What that mean? Why
It was nothing about y'all and y'all bill. The donation ain't had nothing to do with y'all and y'all bill. I was lobbying for me. You know, it's for you. What is for your love is for you. I need the legislation for me. I'm tired of paying so much. So yeah, it's not personal. It's not about y'all. But you can make it about you if you want to.
All I'm saying is, bro, companies always stand on shit.
Mm.
The people put their neck on people.
So wait, did Publix come back?
Publix ain't saying nothing yet.
Yeah, this is a racial bias suit.
Yeah, Publix ain't saying nothing yet. Publix laying low right now. Jack is trying to make a big deal about it.
Hey, cool tea. It's National Tea Day. Did you celebrate if you didn't have ours?
They just hanging.
Oh, they just like, y'all can have our tea. Oh no, this is the 21st. They haven't tweeted in 4 days.
They just hanging. I'm telling you, they ain't on no back and forth right now with Lil Bro. Lil Bro trying to draw him out. Man, bro, y'all better be lucky. Matter of fact, I got something for y'all ass too. I got something for y'all ass with this. That boy going back down again while I'm watching it.
What's the price?
This one is 38,945. Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, bro. Anybody that get a sale, bro, they liable to get trapped. They liable to get trapped at the bottom, looking stupid. They liable, bro. They liable. Boy,
Bro, why does Ron DeSantis have so many pages?
See, that's why he need a blue check. All of them got blue checks?
Yep. KC, Ron. One is Governor Ron DeSantis. The other one is Ron DeSantis, Florida. But yeah, let me see something.
You gotta have a Florida Twitter. Hey man, you need to have a Florida Twitter, dude.
Okay, here it is right here. It's just something real light and funny.
Look, I'll put this video here.
This what happened when you expose youth to sex in kindergarten. This is what I'm doing when they become adults.
My first experience at a gay club in Atlanta. My first experience at a gay club in Atlanta.
You think that was at a gay club? They just made something up. There's a whole bunch of men.
Yeah.
You think it's a gay club?
I don't know. What's gay people fighting?
You think so?
What do I think? What are you talking about?
My first experience at a gay
aggressive men
club in Atlanta.
Man, if you ever see a nigga, man, what you said? What you said?
No, it just look gay because the tank top got ripped. And his shorts is small. But he has a tank top on his gym shorts. Like, there's nothing homosexual looking about this guy right now. Besides them punches.
There's a man like homosexual.
Yo, that man is wilding over. Did he forget he was driving the car? He thought the car was gonna stay still?
What do you mean? No, nigga punching him.
But yeah, that was something light and funny.
Nigga punching him, but you tell me you can't tell that breast same. Man,
I don't see nothing. Oh, babe, look, this one too, but I don't want to show you this.
He jumped out the way. There's no reason for me to see that right now.
Dang, but she get to talk about it, and the case ain't even done yet.
Talk about what case?
The Tory John.
Oh no, I don't want to see that right now.
Babe, this one's terrible.
But yeah. So what? I got this one right here. Hold on, what did you say
This is the
something, Papa?
CRT one.
About
For
the books.
examples, yeah.
Yeah, but I really seen DeSantis out there, and I've been seeing him trying to hold his manly figure.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's tough, bro, in this world, bro. But it's not tough, bro. I'm just saying it's like tough to get recognition. So I'm recognizing you. You doing your thing, man. You just keep doing your thing. Keep making Florida proud to have a fella like you. Right now, you a good old fella.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of don't say sex and keep it professional, please.
Yo, nobody can learn about race until they know about math. Fuck all that race
That
shit.
part, nigga.
I don't want to hear nobody. And then look, bro,
Y'all test score is too low.
the main reason why I don't like critical race theory, bro, because we learning it still from the enemies, brother. Right? We still learning it from the enemies, bro.
Bro,
like,
and I seen them in real time. I'm like, these folks right here don't even teach this information.
Man.
It's just better we just not be informed about this because
at school
it just avails so many misinterpretations and misconceptions when it's somebody that just don't got the melanin suit to really even like translate it properly to you, like what actually you're going to experience.
You gotta let your own. You gotta let your peoples teach about it. This is something for people to be taught by griots within the community. Because look, bro, imagine somebody at school just telling you about some random shit. This is just missing out all this. Yeah, bro, everybody that came here, they was all slaves. Well, hey, I looked at some shit. They said it was 3 different type of people. They said it was the people that came here and they jumped off the ship and they never was slaves. Who them motherfuckers? Ooh, those people, they wasn't here. That's not a group of people in the book. Mm-hmm. So right. So
the Seminoles ringing the bells.
You remember? It's gonna get too weird. It's too many people will be arguing. Yo, what about
no? And that's the thing. It's like you're not allowed to question. You're only allowed to accept what they tell you.
What about Voodoo?
So it's like listen to me blindly, or else like. There's no questioning like, oh, I heard about this history over here. There's no discussion. It's I'm gonna tell you this and you're gonna believe me.
They should have never told me about Napoleon unless they gave me a whole 3-year study of Dessalines them. I heard them tell me about Napoleon, bro. Mm-hmm. They said Napoleon fucking defeated damn near everybody.
Oh yeah, they always talk about their people.
But I never heard them say, yo, you know it's another nigga though? Yeah. Because we all know what Haiti did, but nobody know what Haiti did. Mm-mm. Nobody knows nothing.
Shout out Tyree for making that short documentary about 1804.
I'm telling you.
That's the closest we've gotten to a full body of work about it.
I'm telling you. And hey, look, and like I said, they show stuff in movies where they cover voodoo, like in Serpent in the Rainbow and all these different things, but man, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I think CRT, bro, it's not good because the way they're gonna teach it at school, I think it's gonna have a lot of kids feeling inferior, bro.
Yes, for sure.
It's gonna be like, man, they defeated us. I'm not my ancestors, brother.
Babe.
So either they're gonna be inferior or angry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna run this and then I want to show you the other one.
What do you think?
All right. So Florida releases 4 examples of CRT textbook content rejected for public schools. The state of Florida has released 4 examples of textbooks it has rejected from its school system amid concerns over the promotion of critical race theory and Common Core principles. Let me see. I was going to turn it off. The state of Florida has released 4 examples from textbooks it has rejected from its school system amid concerns, there's amid, over the promotion of critical race theory and Common Core principles. Based on the volume of requests the department has received, for examples, I think that's a typo, 4 examples of problematic elements of the recently reviewed instructional materials. The following are examples provided by the department by public and presented no conflict in sharing them. The Florida Department of Education wrote in a disclaimer along with screenshots from the rejected textbooks. These examples do not represent an exhaustive list of input received by the department. The department is continuing to give publishers the opportunity to remediate all deficiencies identified during the review to ensure the broadest selection of high-quality instructional materials are available to the school districts and Florida students. In one of the screenshots, the text describes the implicit association test, which measures levels of racial prejudice while displaying a graphic suggesting conservatives are more inclined to be racially biased. You want to read that?
My eyes not good, but I want my mouse up. I make myself big, y'all. I make myself big. I can read anything. I don't like a nigga that
just You got so much swag, TX Marie.
You know the nigga that had the glasses on? That thinks it
oh,
in class, yeah. The bar graph.
Whole face loose volume.
Yeah, the bar graph showed the difference among age groups on the implicit association test that measures levels of racial prejudice. Higher scores indicate stronger bias. And these are the different groups. So it's like, they got, so over here is age over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here, what's over here? It's a measuring racial prejudice by political identification.
Wait, this right here?
Yeah. No. Oh, what did I say?
Score on the implicit
cool
association test.
Do you know what the different groups are?
The dark blue is below 18.
No, yeah. See, that's the age. That's to the left that you're looking at, right?
No, this is the age down here. Age range?
Yeah, you looking to the left.
Yes, on this one.
That's the age. I'm asking you the one to the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what's the political identifications of these people?
Very liberal, moderately liberal, slightly liberal.
Okay, so okay.
Neutral, slightly conservative, moderately conservative.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't really see those that good for some odd reason.
Okay.
Okay. So that's perfect. All right. Well, boom. This is what the hell is in your mouth.
Wait, the bar graph shows the differences among age groups on the implicit association test that measures levels of racial prejudice.
Yeah, it's all racial prejudice on both sides. One is by age and one is by political identification.
So where is race in this?
There's nothing about race yet.
Measuring racial prejudice?
Yeah. Yes. These people are racially prejudiced. So if you this age,
you're
so
more okay. So 65 plus.
Racially prejudiced as fuck.
You're boy, get away from me.
Yo, this is wild. Yo, attack on all heads, right?
Oh man. Anyways, Florida Department of Education screen.
And look, go up real quick, because if you very conservative, you better off being very conservative than being moderate.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like when you moderate, it's like you prejudice as fuck for some reason, huh?
Wait, so moderate is the purple?
Yeah.
These guys, 35 to 44.
No.
Or is it not like that?
Yeah, they're not the same.
Okay.
Them niggas know this is.
Why do they do it like that? That's so confusing.
Yeah, that's weird that they got colors associated with other
they're
colors.
not in the same order. If they would have been in the same order, I'm like, okay, they're not associated.
All right, go on. What does source say though? What does it say? Like, can you sneak any of that?
The race implicit association test on the project implicit. SNIPPET website.
The data describe the following phenomenon. Oh, polynomial.
Oh, it's a demonstration website.
Okay.
Okay, the data can be described by the following polynomial. The data can be described by the following polynomial model of degree 3.
Okay, so that's probably another little time, but yeah, bro, that's weird as hell. That the fact that you very conservative, you less racially biased than a nigga that's moderately conservative. So I go from slightly, I'm at 35. Mm-hmm. Soon as I get to moderately, nigga, I'm at 42. When I get back down to very, like when I get up on the hierarchy to very conservative, I'm like, yo, you know what? I ain't even really that racially prejudiced, bro. I thought about it. That is weird. Like, why you think that? If I could pick your brain.
Why do I think? Well, why is it that the more conservative you get, the more race or bias you get?
No, it's not the more conservative because the very conservative nigga is less conservative than it's less racially biased than the fucking moderately conservative.
Okay, yes.
guy.
So why is the moderately conservative more likely to have a racial prejudice
than the very conservative?
Why would the very conservative have a higher one?
Huh?
Are you saying conservatives are racist usually?
What?
I'm trying to figure out.
All right, listen to me. If I tell you that you was moderately good at shooting, but you made more shots, and I'm like, bro, when you very good, but you make less shots, does that make sense to you?
No.
And that's what they're selling me right now.
Oh.
So a moderate conservative.
So it's supposed to just climb up the deeper you get into the belief.
And the fact that it went from slightly, where it's 37, which is less than very. So you feel me? It would have made more sense to me if slightly was higher as fuck.
I would say, just to answer your question, moderately conservative people probably put less effort into actually researching, figuring out, and learning about other cultures and things of that nature. Whereas very conservatives,
the argument is done.
Aren't going to.
You just wasting breath right now. Your argument done. Because there's still a slightly conservative nigga with less than the moderately conservative nigga. That's what I'm telling you. If the slightly conservative guy was at 52.
Oh, but nah, slightly conservative. He just like, bro, I'm not on that gay shit, but I don't really care about politics.
He would be neutral then.
Oh nah, but he claimed a conservatory. Like he's conservative. He not on the fence about it. He know he not on that side. He's over here.
Saying, if you're telling me a moderately conservative nigga is doing no research, really, that's why he racially biased. Who is this slightly conservative nigga that's randomly calling himself conservative? You don't think he'd be racially biased?
Oh, he's a young guy, young dumb. The moderately conservative brothers are 35 to 44 brothers, so they just like, oh, I believe in God. Yes, I do. I guess I go to church, but they don't really know about politics. But they know
35 to 44.
It's purple.
Over here to the left.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That makes sense.
They're not racially biased. That's the moderately conservative niggas over there. You said they like 35 to 44. Knocking Empras arguments the fuck off, man.
I'm done.
Because the reason why it's so hard for you because it makes no sense for a moderately conservative nigga, but like the point you was making makes sense. It's like, yeah, man, he like right over neutral where he just saying he conservative, but he don't really care for it. And a moderately conservative nigga, he think he conservative, so he acting for it.
Yeah, he's like toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
like, nigga, that's not how men act.
Yeah, and the actual conservative, bro, he like, I don't. Yeah, I have racial bias, but I'm not that bad, man. Not that bad. It's a little over slightly.
All right, let's see what the next one is. What, me racist? Another screenshot from the textbook reads while also discussing the implicit association adding and subtracting polynomials.
Yo, I would have died in school from reading this shit.
Yo, I gotta use the restroom.
Yo, I would have died in school, bro.
Like, imagine a teacher asking somebody to read it.
Man, I would have loved reading in school. I would have loved reading. I'm talking.
The teacher not picking you. Play too much.
I would have been a spoofer.
Bro, is the audio good?
I would have tried to get my homeboys to get in on it too. I'd be like, "Hey, nigger."
Audio.
Hey, nigger. Did you take one of my apples? And the teacher might be looking at me like, "Oh no." Yo, what the flag, bro? Yo, hold on. Damn, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? I got something for y'all, bro. Wait, hold on. That is wild, bro. Yo. Yo, and I just think because before, you gotta think about it, before it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard to actually get out of shit in school because it wasn't really nothing to say. They say, yo, come up here and read. What'd you say? Man, I can't really read like that, bro. You embarrass yourself. I don't want to read. Niggas ain't trying to hear. Right. After a little bit, bro, people start thinking you lying if you just don't want to read every time. It's like, damn, this nigga never want to read, bro. Man, I don't want to read, bro. I don't want to read. But now it's like almost jury duty with the excuses now. So now, like I said, you just so extreme with the reading that they don't even choose you to read. Right? So I'm telling you, like, before, bro, they used to be able to pick on, like, smart, the quote unquote dumb kids, the kids that really didn't really know how to read well. Mm-hmm. But now I just imagine those same kids at Empras just turning school on its head. They say, yo, bro, me and you gonna do one of the jobs and they had me to read. Nigga, you took my apples? No, dude, why did you say that? Nigga, I only have 2 apples. I had 3. How much apples are missing, nigger boy? And the teacher looking at you like, hold on, what the fuck did me do? I was just reading the problem.
That's not what it says, Timmy.
You told me to make my own up right under here. It says make your own word problem. See, they're not even going to be able to even do those critical, because they used to do those ones back in the days. You used to set one up. You can't even set your own up. Bro, you got to get this out of the school, bro. There's no reason for this, bro.
What, me, racist? More than 2 million people have tested their racial prejudice using an online version of the implicit association test. Most groups' average scores fall between slight and moderate bias, but the difference among groups by age and
Man, I gotta go see if I can find
2 other screenshots encourage students to build proficiency with social awareness and engage in social and emotional learning. Language objectives.
Hold on, what is it called? Implicit what?
Association test.
Okay,
this one is cut off, but yeah. Language objectives. Students identify the next successive number to 5 when counting by stating the number. To cultivate conversation and optimize optimal output, ELs will participate in MLR8 discussion supports. I don't know what's going on with that one. Students to build versus social awareness. I don't see anything about social awareness.
Y'all ain't got no evidence, DeSantis. Man, I think you should zoom out, man. Make sure you can see the whole screen. There's some shit right over there. You like, damn, man, it's right here.
Like, I think this is maybe emotional learning, but I don't know.
ELs will
Where's
participate
social?
in MLR8.
Oh, okay, right here. Cultivate conversation.
And optimize output.
Emotional learning will participate in discussion supports. So maybe that's the social aspect discussions. The Florida Department of Education did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox News. Florida's Department of Education rejected 41% of mathematics textbooks submitted for use in the state's public schools last week, citing critical race theory and other issues with the text. Republican Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has led a push to reform education standards and practices in the state. Florida called for textbook submissions from publishers in 2021 in accordance with a 2019 executive order from DeSantis aimed at eliminating Common Core standards in the state. The textbooks rejected were impermissible with either Florida's new standards or contained prohibited topics. It seems that some publishers attempted to slap a coat of paint on an old house built on the foundation of Common Core and indoctrinating concepts like race and centralism, especially bizarrely for elementary school students. DeSantis said in a statement accompanying the announcement, I'm grateful that the Commissioner Corcoran and his team at the department have conducted such a thorough vetting of these textbooks to ensure they comply with the law. That is the conclusion of that article. Now, I want to show you guys an interesting little effect of the CRT education in our public schooling. Alrighty, where's the history?
I'm in the public school too. I'm in the public school. I started 3 public schools.
Your name Dr. Umar?
Umar. Who's Umar?
Okay.
Who's Umar?
Oh, Dr. Umar said he opened up a few schools.
Oh, that brother. No, Dr. Umar, no, he didn't open up no schools yet. He opened. He got a charter institute.
Sorry.
Yeah, he got an institute.
Alright, this is going to be a little loud, guys. So go ahead.
No, I'm ready for you.
This Massa. 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 This Massa.
How you feel about that, Professor Ross?
You know, you couldn't tell my grandmama like you like playing with Wade in the water like that. Right, you couldn't tell my grandmama. My grandmama older than 65. Right. So you see how racially biased people older than 65 is. My grandma don't play none of that race mixing at all. She don't even know what race mixing look like. So imagine her seeing melanated woman, because I remember the time that my granddad, he an old brother, he seen goddamn black brothers on the internet, and they was doing shit with the white girls. The white girls was calling them niggas and all type of shit. You remember the black kids out here, the black boys, and not a black woman. They said they need one now. My master. I don't know. I'm just telling you, we've gone too far. We've like, how far can we go now? When are we gonna reel it back in? Like, when is it like, yo, we done did too much now? We gotta
get out of that echo chamber to be off.
Right, and what they want to do is, I guess it's levity, right? It's to desensitize yourself from it. I don't mean nothing to me. Fuck it. What they did to me.
See your ass in Ukraine trying to get out.
Yo, what a white man ever did to me.
Your white man can't do nothing for you because he gotta stay. And then you realize you're not so different after all.
What the white man ever did to me? I ain't got no problem with no. Come on, man. How they playing with that song, man? With a white boy right in the back, a ginger though. So you already know who that is.
A nigga.
You feel me? So
you ain't doing nothing stupid. Because they look at you and him the same. Anyways, Texas sues to block Biden administration from lifting Title 42, a pandemic-era health rule used to expel migrants. Texas has led the legal fight against the Biden administration's immigration policies, filing numerous lawsuits that have led to judges overturning or altering those policies. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration on Friday to halt the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention from lifting Title 42, a pandemic-era health order used by federal immigration officials to expel migrants, including asylum seekers, at the U.S.-Mexico border. Title 42, which is enacted in March 2022 by the Trump administration, has been used 1.7 million times to expel migrants. Many of them have been removed multiple times after making repeated attempts to enter the U.S. The CDC has authority to enact orders like the Title 42 under the 1944 Public Health Service Act, which gives federal officials the authority to stop the entry of people and products into the U.S. to limit the spread of communicable diseases, as they're doing in Shanghai right now. Part of the reason the agency is planning to lift the order soon is that COVID-19 cases have been decreasing and vaccinations have become widely available. The order is set to expire on May 23rd. Paxton's lawsuit argues that the Biden administration didn't follow the administrative procedure laws needed to halt the Title 42. The suit adds that if Biden administration follows through with lifting the order, Texas will have to pay for social services for the migrants who enter the country. The Biden administration's disastrous open border policies and its confusing, haphazard COVID-19 response have combined to create a humanitarian and public safety crisis on our southern border, the lawsuit says, which was filed in the Southern District of Texas and Victoria. The U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra, who was named as a defendant in a lawsuit, said on Thursday during a virtual event with the Council on Foreign Relations that health orders are not immigration policies. You don't use a health law to deal with a migration challenge. You use migration laws to deal with migration challenges. You can't use the cover of health to try to deal with a migration challenge, he said. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security officials have said they expect immigration authorities to have up to 18,000 encounters a day with immigrants from the border once Title 42 removal stops. The current average is 6,000 encounters a day. Texas has led the legal fight against the Biden administration's immigration policies. The state has filed numerous lawsuits that have led to judges overturning or altering those policies, including the administration's attempt to exempt children in a separate lawsuit from being expelled under Title 42. A federal judge in Fort Worth blocked the exemption. The state has filed at least 20 other lawsuits in Texas-based federal courts, most of them led by Paxton, against the Biden administration over everything from federal mask mandates to halting the long-disputed Keystone XL pipeline. Judges appointed by former President Donald Trump have heard 16 of the cases and ruled in favor of Texas in 7. The other 9 are pending as of last month. A majority of these lawsuits have been filed in courts in which a judge was appointed by Trump. Title 42 has been a lightning rod politically, with migrant advocates and many Democrats hammering the Biden administration for continuing it and claiming it delivers migrants into the hands of criminals in Mexican border cities. New York-based Human Rights First said it has identified nearly 10,000 cases of kidnapping, torture, rape, and other violent attacks on people expelled to Mexico under the Title 42 as of March 15th. That is a good article.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. What's your thoughts on that?
We about to use this health law until the migration law comes into play. But right now we're fresh off a pandemic and it's technically usable. We can use the health law. Shanghai saying that they're having an increase in cases. We want to continue to protect our citizens and not allow people in. So expulsion. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Not right now. Nope. Give it a year or two. But yeah, their numbers are down 6,000 a day now, which is pretty good. Thinking that the federal government's not trying to help at all slow that number down. So them doing that on their own is that's great. That's great to hear. We did hear some crazy stuff about a shootout though, right?
Shootout where?
With like them, and I guess they took in one of their leaders, and it was like a slight shootout with the Border Patrol.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of hotness over there.
Yeah, so maybe people are kind of just staying away for now, just because it's getting kind of hectic. But yeah, that's odd that they're really trying to come into Bro John and force bros in. Like, what is that about? Like, Biden administration, can y'all come out and like explain like what is the emphasis on like not like putting a hold on the immigration? Like, what's going on? Is it employment numbers? Like, are y'all trying to replace somebody? Like, I heard y'all putting them in the core civic and the geo group buildings. Is it free labor? Like, what is it? Be honest now, Pisaki, whatever your name is. It's Saki. Okay, but yeah, I just think a lot of that stuff is odd that they're trying to force people in. Like, they're trying to make sure. I don't know. Maybe these people are Hispanic and they're trying to get people in that they know. I'm trying to understand why are y'all trying to fill up the country? Like, what's going on? I just need answers. This is just a genuine question of curiosity as to why are you guys so heavily invested? And if anything, those Haitians are waiting that you guys sent back. If y'all really need people.
Facts. They're trying to bring some people in. Nigga. Some people still trying to get in.
But yeah, I need some answers.
I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool to do that. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I need answers.
Okay,
I need answers.
Where are we going?
Well, we might get about it in a little bit, but I got a couple.
Bye.
This nigga right here running. I got.
Not us?
It's something not us, and the something in Ras Natty. So. Another something in Ras Natty. I'll pull up on everybody.
If you type in youtube.com and then not us, the link pops up.
When was the first time that happened?
Well, I sent the John the private jet.
2008. And then
I'm not playing today. I'm saying that too. But no, this is a different one. This is for this playlist is for Ras Natty, I think. You know what I'm
So go to Ras?
No, I'm just saying make sure it's new.
When Isaac wants to sell that, whenever he wants to sell that, to go ahead and get in touch with me because I want to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
It's new.
Did Mr. Depp ever buy anything?
No.
Why not?
Because when I brought over paintings, I had moved back to California, and I brought over a bunch of paintings for him to look at and see if he wants any, to buy any. And he looked at me and says, I got an idea. How about I be a patron, and we put together an art show, make a body of work, and then I'll throw a party and invite people, and I'll sell the stuff for you.
Alright, so we talked about ref last.
So he didn't buy any paintings there. Instead, he offered me a complete patronship.
So what did you understand he meant by becoming your patron?
Well, it was going to financially make it possible for me to just paint every day.
Is that Depp?
This is his friend.
That way, then it could be sold.
How did he plan to do that?
Oh, okay. I heard someone sound.
What did you understand he planned to do to make that possible for you?
I could tell you that what it included was that the next day I ended up
so the link that you just gave me. It's
supposed to bring you right here. I'm pretty sure. But can you see if it's
at the Eastern Columbia building? It was, listen, I got a place for you to go ahead and live and work and put this body of art together, and I'll take care of you. You don't have to worry about anything.
And what was the place where you were going to live that Mr. Depp offered you?
The Eastern Columbia building.
Did you take him up on that offer to live at the Eastern Columbia building?
Yeah, of course.
All right, this woman at Shoe Walmart. I wonder what is this
about? Crying. Is one day you're in your mother's garage selling paintings for $100, $200, $300 on eBay. Next thing you know, you get
Depp is calling you.
show, and you don't have to worry about diddly squat. Of course. I was flipping out.
When did you move into the Eastern Columbia building?
The next day after we met and we talked. The next day, I get a phone call from a guy named Kevin Murphy who is working for Johnny, and he says, "Hey, meet me at this address." And I go and I meet him, and here I am in front of this building. This is a beautiful building. This is like, it's whatever, 13 floors, but it's from the 1930s, some Art Deco, beautiful building. And I'm looking, I go, all right, this is unreal. What, there's going to be, all right, it's going to be one of these apartments or whatever, one of these places. I go in with Kevin Murphy. He takes me all the way up to the roof. We go into penthouse 2. And this,
First on 5 tonight, a local woman takes on Walmart in court and wins. At the center of this case, shoplifting accusations that led to a $2.1 million verdict.
WKRG News 5's Bill Riles followed the case for months and explains why this local case that we broke is now getting nationwide attention.
Leslie Nurse says she was at the self-checkout at the Sims Walmart with her husband and 3 kids, fighting a malfunctioning scanner, even getting help from a Walmart associate. After she thought she'd finished and paid, she was stopped by an asset protection manager.
I remember going in that little room and I was like, this will be resolved. This was an accident. This wasn't on purpose.
She was eventually charged with stealing $48 worth of groceries, 11 items in all, including Christmas lights, a loaf of bread, and Cap'n Crunch cereal. She was eventually arrested, mugshot taken, but the criminal charge was eventually dropped when no one from Walmart showed up to court. By then, she said, the damage to her reputation had already been done, her ability to make a living stifled by the criminal charge. What was worse, she continued to receive demand letters from a Walmart-affiliated law firm offering to drop the matter if she paid them $200.
At first you think, oh, well, I'll pay it and it'll all go away. But then I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I pay for something that I didn't do?
But it turns out many people do. During testimony in the lawsuit she filed against the company, an expert testified Walmart routinely uses what are known as civil recovery laws in many states to get people they've accused of shoplifting to pay up. University of Nebraska assistant law professor Ryan Sullivan, who has studied the practice, testified that in a 2-year period, Walmart charged some 1.4 million people across the country with criminal theft of property and ended up collecting more than $300 million through their civil demand letters in the same period. The lawsuit Nurse filed against Walmart charged the company with abusive process, meaning the company used the criminal charges to bolster their chances of civil recovery.
Exactly, that they prosecute her solely for the purpose of getting what they call civil recovery on money.
To add insult to injury, Walmart never produced a video that would have been recorded at the self-checkout area that would have proved Nurse shoplifted or didn't.
It would have shown the truth, and that they didn't want the truth to be shown.
At the end of this lawsuit, filed in 2018 and delayed by the COVID pandemic, a unanimous jury found for Nurse and awarded her $2.1 million in punitive damages.
I hope it makes a difference. I don't want anybody else to have to go through this again.
Bill Riles, WKRG News 5.
Now, defense attorneys declined to comment on the verdict. In response to our story, Walmart says it discontinued the civil recovery program several years ago. A company spokesperson released a statement that reads in part, "We continue to believe our associates acted appropriately. We don't believe the verdict is supported by the evidence." You can read the full statement at WKRG.com.
It's the only reason why I support being on people's ass about stupid shit like this. Because I'm telling you, if you incentivize people to come get people, Empress, about fuckery, why wouldn't they? Mm-hmm. If I can send a bunch of letters out to 1.4 million niggas, all I need is a couple of niggas to send me that $20, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, we disband that program. When? Everybody done with it? Are you sure?
Ridiculous.
Think about what we've been seeing with Earth. It's like they want all their cars back. They letting them out to get them back. Hey, where's my car? I need it back today. Hey, bro, I got 7 days with it, G. I just left the shit. I'm just down the street from the Hertz. Y'all is bugging.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bugging, but in due time.
That's it.
It was one more in that John, and that's.
I'm in Ras Flash.
Yeah, one more Ras Lodge then.
Okay.
And what that is, that's the Phoenix one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About protesting? You want to watch it?
Yeah, we can just do that one, and we out.
Protesters as members. Now, ABC 15 chief investigator Dave Biskobing is back with a new bombshell. He exclusive.
Major break in our politically charged investigation.
We exposed Phoenix police colluded with prosecutors to invent a gang and then falsely charge protesters as members. Now, ABC 15 chief investigator Dave Biskobing is back with a new bombshell. He exclusively obtained secret recordings of multiple chiefs at the very top of Phoenix PD talking in the wake of the scandal.
The recordings are damning. They reveal backroom deals, expose a complete lack of trust and control, and capture Chief Williams' top staff saying she misled the public. Here's Dave to take us through the tapes.
First, to be clear, we did not record the conversations you're about to hear. We obtained these recordings, and they will likely be evidence in a major new lawsuit. It's a case just filed by these three assistant chiefs, John Collins, Gabe Lopez, and Larry Hine. They were blamed and demoted for the scandal. The assistant chiefs claim they were made to be scapegoats to protect the chief, and the recordings back up those claims. And you're about to hear the proof.
Mike.
You're listening to a phone call between two chiefs on the 4th floor of Phoenix PD. It's Assistant Chief John Collins and his boss, Executive Assistant Chief Mike Kurtenbach, the department's second in command.
I mean, I'll just say it. You don't have to say it. You just got anyway, I'll just leave it at that.
It's August 13th, 2021, the day after Phoenix publicly released the results of an outside investigation by a law firm into the protest scandal. The investigation found Collins, Lopez, and Hine attended a planning meeting with the county attorney's office days before prosecutors decided to charge protesters as gang members. The three assistant chiefs swore they informed Kurtenbach and Williams about the plan repeatedly. Williams and Kurtenbach told outside investigators they didn't know and remained in the dark.
I don't remember the conversation we had. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I don't remember. But what I do remember, and Gabe confirmed, was that by October 30th, Biskobing was already tweeting about the gang charges. So this whole idea and the way PAB scours social media and the way they report to this floor, I'm actually sitting up here, I have a 5 o'clock. It's unconscionable to me to think that there were these failures to notify for months. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For context, we launched our politically charged investigation in February 2021. But months earlier, in late October 2020, right when the gang charges were issued, we aired and published a daily report and tweeted about it.
And I thought, how is that possible? Well, it's not. It's not that nobody knew about this. Nobody, to include the city manager, until February? It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are crazy right now.
Our investigation exposed the gang charges against these protesters were built on wild lies and exaggerations. A Phoenix sergeant testified the group was comparable to the Bloods, Crips, and Hells Angels.
Systems were bypassed.
Now, Williams never interviewed with ABC 15 about the gang charges.
So it flat out was a bad idea.
But to the city council, to distance herself from the scandal, the chief said this.
I've had very strict and stringent conversations with my new team and new staff about the expectations to absolutely, without fail, keep me informed of things that rise to a significant level of community interest, a significant level of council interest, a significant level of city management interest.
If the chief truly didn't know before the indictments, she knew after. In their lawsuit, the assistant chiefs say Williams and Kurtenbach were repeatedly briefed during the chief's weekly Monday briefings.
Again, I don't know that I've ever specifically told Chief, but I know she knew about it. We talked about it for months.
You're now listening to another phone call recorded between Kurtenbach and a different assistant chief, Gabe Lopez.
The boss herself knew about this for months. We didn't hide it.
No.
It was my only dispute is, and it's neither here nor there. is when I was told. That's neither here nor there, but I would never dispute that we all knew about it. That would be insane. Absolutely insane. So I'm glad you said it, because I thought I was going crazy for that part.
If you look at the reporting and the way that it's talked about, she didn't know, we let her down, and this is apparently news to her. I went through Dave Biscabine's tweets. His first tweet about these gang charges, October 30th of 2020. At a minimum, that's 9 months, and we're going to play the surprise game and that we failed her.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring that up. It's very interesting because you and I both know that PAB scours social media, and especially a guy like Dave Biscabine.
In plain language, Chief Williams' top cops, including her number 2 right-hand man, all say she knew about the protest gang charges, and she didn't do a thing until our investigation exposed the corruption.
It's obviously she wants to keep her job. I get it. It's just at what expense? Everybody was dispensable as long as she kept her job, and I didn't sign up to be part of that.
Now, what you just saw is significant. It's the chief's top cops calling her out and outlining the deception, dysfunction, and distrust at the top of one of America's largest law enforcement agencies. But in response, this is all that a Phoenix PD spokesperson sent us. Quote, as you point out, this is regarding pending litigation, and we are unable to comment at this time. I'm investigator Dave Biscabine, ABC 15, Arizona.
Those 3 assistant chiefs were demoted to commander last year. Their lawsuit demands, among many things, to get their old positions back with back pay plus interest. Tonight at 10, Dave will dig deeper into the new lawsuit and air more recordings that raise a lot of serious questions for the city. You can find all of Dave's reporting going back to when he broke the story.
Hey, it was spotty. Investigation. This probably gonna be using different lawsuits or whatever. But Empress, what did you hear? Did anything stick out to you? First and foremost, I'm putting this picture. But you remember when we seen all these protests going on, and it was like, yo, it's people wearing umbrellas, people doing this, people getting tags on their arms. It was always conspiracies they may say. So what's that? What you got from those shit? I don't know. I'm tripping. What you got?
We are starting to fade away from that race baiting, sex baiting, because this is a Black woman, as y'all saw, and she's being called out by a whole bunch of men right now, bro. It's none of that, what do they call it, semantics about, oh, she's a woman, we're not going to do that as men. It's like, no, I just lost my job off some shit that she allegedly didn't know. No, she lying. Bro, am I going crazy, bro? She didn't know? Yeah, she knew. Bro, she knew. Bro, they was reporting on October 30th, bro. She knew. Like, everything runs through her, bro. Like, she has, like, maybe she forgot. Maybe somebody tell her, but the paper was somewhere by her desk. But yeah, holding her accountable, and they're not letting this one go down. That's what life is, bro. That's what life has always been, bro. And ultimately, that's what it's going to get back to, because this whole unaccountability space that we're in right now, it can't last too long at the rate that it operates, because it's unorganized chaos. There's no sacredness to it.
I'm not sure what side Mike is on, right? Because I know she's above Mike, but it seemed like Mike was saying, yeah, me and her talks all the time, but it'll be stupid of me to say that we never heard, right? It's the concerning part to me is, when did I hear, right? So it seemed like Mike was trying to cover his ass too, so it seemed like Mike is in on that side as far as with the chief and them people. Mike can't lose his position. Mike can't get demoted.
It was assistants.
Yeah, it was them 3 Spanish looking kids, I'm guessing. So I don't know. But they're accusing them of what? Charging people under gangs type vibe.
Yeah, well, they're accusing them of I guess, over exaggerating, and also, like, what do you do when you kind of plot it there? Like, you plan it. Yeah.
That's technically a conspiracy.
Yeah, like you conspired and you premeditated and you put it under the guise that you were a gang member or whatever, and they could be a part of this, and you baited them in. It's like a bait car or a truck or anything of that nature. It's like, no, they were never a gang, bro. You made them a gang. Like, they were just people protesting.
Oh, you put like a bunch of blockade and shit.
What you mean?
Like what they really did to force them to be gang.
Exactly, like what activities? I don't think anything besides protest.
They show people with pulling like stuff. You seen that in the video? And they show you pulling.
Yeah, when they were comparing them to the Blood and Crips.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like I said, they probably they over exaggerated and made it seem as if they were some type of, you can't call them the black extremists. You can't call them the freaking white supremacy, so now you have to go Antifa maybe, and it's like, no, these aren't.
Yeah.
So then you have to go, all right, they're a gang, and it's like, no, they're not. They're protesters, and they're not happy. Like, that's what it is, bro. Like, you can't put these people in the paradigm because they literally are not together. Like,
they compared them to the Hells Angels.
Man,
it was like, yo, this is a terrible group. Get them out the streets. That's fucked up to lock somebody up on some serious shit like that just to protest them. But that's what I'm saying, bro. They got to go and clean that person out.
but now think about it. Those same groups, though. He said that he tried to talk to Gen Z millennials and got treated way worse by them than the KKK members.
Did you?
Yeah, what's his name? Daryl
Davis. This is his name?
Oh, something white.
Daryl Davis.
Yeah, but he was like, these new youths, they not in no group or gang, but man,
Daryl Davis.
they're out of control. It's okay. So yeah.
But that's it though. We about to get up out of here because it's running late. We always gotta wake up and get ready to trade, man. Market open. Our market always open. And Bitcoin is falling because I'm talking and I can't even defend myself.
That daily, where is it at? Middle?
It seemed like it was at the bottom, but I gotta check up here. On this phone, they be showing me different shits.
Alrighty, guys. That is the conclusion of episode 215. What is that number? 7-8, right? 215.
Yeah.
Of the Wise Magi Godcast Sunday Dinner segment. We will be back on Tuesday with our Taco Tuesday segment where we talk about currency only.
That's the Infinity Cast. That's the 8, right?
Mm-hmm. We will be on the Black Wall Street Bets YouTube channel for that live, so make sure you guys tune in over there. Again, make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like the video.
And
Until
turn
then,
your notifications on too.
Turn your notifications on for sure. And until then, turn your notifications on. Turn your notifications on. Turn your notifications on and stay black. Balanced, logical, annoying.